Hello, hello, hello. Uh-oh. Make sure I got that turned. Sorry about that. I kind of had like a little bit of snafu there here in the beginning, but I just wanted to say hello, and I'm sending some positive energy out there to you. And how are you doing today? I would love to know. And just let me know if the music has gone off and everything is looking good for you. I would really appreciate it. Today, I'm going to be talking in detail about One Book July, and I'm going to show you exactly what I have inside my planner. So if you just came on at the beginning, you saw I kind of had my planner open up, and I'm going to show you exactly what's inside of it. But before I get started, I always like to just suggest that if you love a planner and lifestyle and organization type videos, then this definitely is the channel for you. And I would suggest that you subscribe also. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when more videos like this one come out. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Liz, of course, and I've been planning for a few years now, and this is my first year doing One Book July. And I heard about it a little bit late in the game, like right before July started up, so I didn't really have time to kind of do like a setup. So what I'm doing is I am taking baby steps and kind of just doing things as I go, and that's really working for me. So when I first heard about One Book July, I was just like, it was a knee-jerk reaction. Nope, I do not want to do One Book July. Now, One Book July was actually created by a lady, and her actual channel is called RhomanysRealm, and I will have her channel in the description of the replay for this video. So if that's something you want to check out, because she actually did a live video today in reference to One Book July as well. Now, the premise of One Book July is that you only use one book, one pen for 1 month. Because if you are just jumping into the planner waters, then you're probably getting overwhelmed by all these things like stickers and all the different pens people use and all the different inserts they put inside of their planners. And so I'm just going to try to show you how I'm kind of combating that that whole thing, because it can be a huge rabbit hole when it comes to the planner community. Now, also within the One Book July, it's really what I call a cleanse and a purge, and it helps you to focus on the systems that you have inside of your planner and not like the prettiness of the planner or, you know, what's the best inserts, what is everybody using, what's trending. What you want to do is you want to build a system that's good for you. And just know, if you're a baby planner, I'm a baby planner, and if you're a baby planner too, then just know that it takes some time to get a system in place that's going to work good for you. So always just keep that in mind. So let me just go ahead and go over to, I'm going to go into the cloud. That's what I always call it. I'm going into the cloud, you all. So as part of refining my system, I'm just going, actually, I am still using multiple planners, but I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing. This planner right here, I am going to be giving away, and I'll talk about this in a bit. And you can put in the chat if you would like for me to do a flip through before I go off the air today, and I will do that. So I'm going to put that aside. So like I said, even though the guidelines for the challenge is one book, I am actually using two, because also part of the guidelines to this is that you don't break any systems that you already have in place. Now, I'm using the multiple planners only because this planner here I use for work. This is my Erin Condren hourly planner, and I can't stop using this for now. So I have to use this, but for everything else, I'm going to be using this planner, which is the Recollections planner. It's a personal planner, and I chose a personal planner because I can take that with me everywhere basically, and so that's why I'm using that. So let's just go ahead and dip our toes into this planner, because as I promised, I'm going to show you everything in here. And yep, it looks kind of sloppy right now, and that's okay because I haven't done my setup for next week, but I just wanted to show you what I've been adjusting basically to kind of stay within the challenge and kind of clean things up. So I always have, like in the front here, I have this dashboard, and I use this to just kind of put on like my sticky notes. Now just know I'm not hiding anything with the sticky note. I just was trying to keep it from being too distracting, of course. And so I have that. So that's nothing new as far as the One Book July goes. Well, one thing that I did do, because I'm trying to refine what I'm doing, and that is to make my planner work in a more efficient manner. So what I found was that I would have my to-dos, which I call must-dos. I had my to-dos in the back of the planner itself, and which didn't make much sense, and I didn't really think about it until I started doing One Book July, and that was to bring my must-dos forward, and that definitely works much better for me. So here in the must do tab here, I just pulled everything forward, and again, I'm not hiding anything with these sticky notes. I just needed to add some stuff to this. So in the months to come, there's going to be many changes to the way that I set up my planner. And I'm glad that I did the One Book July, because now I'm really kind of thinking about things. Hi Liz, how are you doing today? And I will do a flip through of the other one as well. And so I have a couple of my cards here that I usually have in this section, and then you can see I'm using my little notepad. And to me, this is like just the best way to have some extra paper that you can just throw away and toss if you needed to, or if you needed to write down a number quickly. It's just the best way to have like some affordable paper in here, so on a budget, so to speak. And I know a lot of people, I go through the weekly setup and the monthly setup pretty fast, so this is kind of a treat for you guys, because I'm actually going to go through each section that I have here. Now again, I always like to share this because I just took like a notepad and I just cut the notepad down and put some holes in it, and I stuck it in here. Of course, I love the notepads that have the that are kind of like a die cut, so that's always a plus for me. So I have some notes in here. Now, one thing that I did was, now I had my to-do key in here, and I had it in like this. And what was happening was every time I would look or write in my to-do list, I would have to keep flipping back and forth when it was time for me to mark things off. So it wasn't really working efficiently for me, which didn't make sense. And of course, ding, 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 the bell just didn't go off in my head. So what I decided to do was to put the holes, instead of on this side, I put the holes on this side, and then I put it into the planner this way. So now when I'm writing things down, I can just check them off or go over here and look at my key and see what I needed to put over here, because sometimes I just don't remember what's on the key, honestly. So that worked out well for me also, but I went a step further, and I'm going to show you in a minute. Now, in the front of all of my to-do lists, I put in a master list, and believe it or not, I didn't have a master to-do list in here until I did the One Book for July. I usually keep my master list in another little journal, and like I was using this one. This is an Erin Condren Take a Note journal, and I just have like my master list here in this journal. So in order for me not to be overwhelmed with my master list, because you know a master to-do list can get like hella long, and so I decided that I was just going to write only a few things and try to tackle a few things during the week off of my master list. So I just put a few things on here. So the next thing that I wanted to do was I was just this list right here, by the way, or this insert actually came with this planner, the Recollections Planner, but I wanted to go just a little bit further with my inserts, and I was making the inserts for myself, but I think I'm going to make them available for people. Hello, Linda. And so what I did was I made an insert, and this will be available in my Etsy shop and on List for a Day shortly, but I don't have it up there yet. And this is a daily must-do list, and it says don't sweat the small stuff on here. And what I did was I put the key on this page. So each day I'll use one of these sheets, because usually I use one of these sheets per day, and then at the end of the week I take them out and I kind of throw them away if they don't have anything on them that I need. So that's something that I did for One Book July. In the process of just kind of putting my systems together, I decided to make a sheet that will work better for me. So now I don't even need this little key here. I'll probably just go ahead and toss it because I don't need it, and I'll just use the insert that I made, because this will work for me. So what it has is the key here at the top, and then it has my morning routines here, and then here at the bottom it has important errands, and then if you turn on the next page it has miscellaneous things that need to get done, and then the evening routines. And so that's what I did to kind of, for me, just visually have everything on one page. So at night before I go to bed, I take out one of these sheets, and then I'll go through and I'll do my planning for the next day. So, and I'll have a couple of those. So you can see, like right now, this is what my to-do sheets are looking like for the days, and I have one for each day. So for the weeks, nothing has changed for the weeks, but now that I'm putting more things in here in the future as a result of One Book July, I'll probably be continuing to put more things in my weeklies. I know I'm going to run out of space because, you know, I like to put stickers in here, and I like to stamp and decorate and all that good stuff. So what I decided that probably I'll do in the coming months is to add a tip-in card. And for those of you that don't know what a tip-in card was, because I just learned what a tip-in card was. I knew what it was, but I didn't know what people were calling it. It's called a tip-in card. And usually it'll be either this page will be, it'll be cut longer, or actually I can show you kind of what it would look like. This is kind of like a tip-in right here. This is my digital calendar, so it's a kind of a fold out type of jammy here. And so I'm going to do my weeklies that way also. I'm going to do like a fold out so that I'll have more space to plan. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it just yet, so that's in the works. And I'm actually doing that as a result of One Book July. Hello, Happy Seeker. Hello. And so also a good tip for you all is to pre-decorate your sheets if you like decorating. So that's what I did with my weekly sheets, is I pre-decorated enough pages for each week in the month. I just do 1 month at a time, and I do it all at the same time. So those are always in my monthly setup videos. So if you haven't checked those out, there's a whole playlist for the monthly setup videos. I have playlists for each category of the things that I do. So if you like journaling, I have a playlist for that. If you like traveler's notebooks, I have a playlist for that. Some of them don't have a lot of videos in them, but some do. If you have the Erin Condren Vertical, I have a playlist for that. If you have the hourly, and so on and so on. So let's keep it moving because I can, I can just keep going off the cuff here. So the next section that I had is for my digital calendar. And one thing that I didn't put a new one in here, but you can see my digital calendar it's a lot of stuff on here. And so what I did was I went into the digital calendar on my computer and I cleared a lot of stuff off. Now I didn't want to reprint this particular sheet, but you'll see for next week when I do the setup for the week that this digital calendar has cleared out a lot. I usually just print just 1 week at a time just to keep my digital stuff in here. Even though I can get to it on my telephone, it's just something about having your planning on paper, which I really, really dig and I love. So I don't know, how do you all feel about that? How do you feel about digital as opposed to writing things on paper? I guess that's kind of like reading books as opposed to listening to them or reading them on readers. So let's continue on. So the next change that I made, this is my future events section. And in the future events section, I actually printed out a full year's calendar. Now I think I'm going to put 2018 in here as well. Now I didn't make this insert. The only thing I did was I went to timeanddate.com/calendar and I printed this out and I punched holes in it and put it into my book. So that was kind of a simple fix for me to have the year in here. And I think I'll put 2018 in as well. And then for my future events, I just have a list, and probably in the future I'll have an official insert for this as well. I just use, like, this came from Recollections as well. This is a Recollections insert that's in this book. So next I have my store tracking list, and I didn't make any changes to the store tracking list because I like them. I love them. They work great for me the way that they are. So I'm just going to keep those the way that they are. And so I just wanted to just take a moment for those of you who are just coming onto the live stream. I'm just going in detail through my planner, how I've kind of made changes and I'm refining my system as a result of taking the challenge of One Book July. So if you kind of missed the beginning of this, you can actually check the replay. It'll be up shortly after I get done with this live, and then you'll be able to I think I have some good tips in here, some things that you'll be able to use as well. How you doing, T White? Okay, T White says she uses both digital and paper, and she says her family share a calendar on Google, but her planner is personal with the stuff just for her. So, and you know what? That's a good tip too, because I don't think people don't know that, like, the digital calendars are great for sharing your information with other people, and it keeps you in line with the rest of your family or your work family or your home family. So that's kind of like a good tip as well, is to have both. You can have both, and then for those things that are personal, like T White is using hers, so she doesn't need the rest of the family to see the other stuff that she has in her planner. So I think that's fantastic. So back on to the insides, the innards here of this. And the next section I have is Mom's projects, and I just keep touching this because this little label keeps coming up. I probably need to replace it, but my mom's projects hasn't changed, and the only thing that's in this section, I just have like a note page in here that I kind of slap some notes on because my mom is always giving me stuff that I need to do. So I'm probably going to end up doing an insert for this as well, for my mom's honeydew list, because that list is a never-ending list. Don't tell my mom I said that. All right, and then the next one is my routine section, and as a result of One Book July, I'm going to rename this section, and I'm going to rename it Routines, Lists, and Keys, basically. I was going to put Legends, but, you know, Keys is much easier, because this will be where I'll put not only just my routine cards, like I have my evening routine and my morning routine, and then I also have like my pre-planning, and I'm going to be doing some color coding, so I'm going to add another card in here for that. So that'll be a key. So I have different keys. We have the to-do key, the to-do checklist keys as well, so those go in here also. And then I have a cleaning list in here, and this is just the rooms that I need to clean. I tried doing the fly lady thing, and it was to me it was just confusing to do the fly lady thing. I don't know about you all, but yeah, it was a little bit confusing to me. Oh no, is anybody else having a problem with the connection? I hope it's not me, but just let me know if y'all are having a problem with the connection. That's too bad, T White. I think everything's going good, but just let me know, y'all. Again, the fly lady was a little bit confusing to me. So what I did is I kind of modified that as well. And I just do like a 30-minute clean for my house. And so I just wrote down I made it real simple for myself. And I wrote down the rooms that needed to be cleaned. And then on certain days, I would go and clean that for 30 minutes. And then I'll probably do a little bit of an adjustment to that as well. I think I'm going to do a section for my cleaning as well, so I can kind of dig deep, because things get out of hand real quick if you don't keep up with it. All right, thank you, Liz, for letting me know about the connection. That is great. Okay, and then I have a list in here of the positions of the hole punches for my We Are Memory Keepers hole punch. And because the success of your holes, I always say this, when you're using that hole punch, the success of your holes depends on the height of your paper, basically, or the length of your paper. And so as I was doing things and measuring things out, I started keeping a list of where the holes needed to go. And I've been using the heck out of just these few pages here, or instructions. So I'll probably be adding to this. I did do a video on the We Are Memory Keepers. We Are Memory Keepers, how to punch the holes. I did a demo for that, and it has like some measurements, and it also has like the positions of the hole punches. So you can check that out as well. And that's in the accessories playlist. So this last one I added on. You see it doesn't have a label on here because it was kind of a last minute add-on, and this one is for work. And so I added this one in because I usually do things for work in my Bujo, basically, in my TN, my Travelers. And so what I would do is I had like a list of everything that I would do every day, no matter what. There's certain things that I do for work, and so I had them here on my daily list. So I have a page for my daily list, and then for each weekday, like this one is Monday task, and then I have one for Tuesday task, Wednesday task, Thursday task, Friday, on just up to Friday, because Saturday and Sunday there's no work for me. And so I will put in things that I need to do for my clients, and then things I need to do for my business. So this is kind of an evolving section as well that I have in here, and I think I'm gonna like having some work things within my personal binder as well, my personal planner. So the last section that I have in here is basically just holding some blanks. And again, these came with this planner. So if you haven't tried out the Recollections brand planner, and this is not a sponsored video or anything, I just like their planners. I like the way they feel. They're very affordable, and I just like them. And I don't know if any of you have tried it. Have you tried the Recollections brand? What are your thoughts on the personal planners? Because I love the personal. I do have a Webster's Color Crush personal as well. Now I got this big sheet of paper back here. This is a prescription. I left it big like that hanging out so I can remember that I need to fill that prescription. But see, that's the whole book. Now it is getting a little bit bulky, but some things are going to, as the week goes on, I'll be taking out. So I'll be cleaning out the pockets. All these notes will be removed, and things will be in the proper place. And I just I'll add my digital calendar for the weekend here. I take out all the note pages that just have like scraps on them and everything. And so I made that work for me. So I've probably been running my personal planner since the beginning of the year, almost the same way every month, but I will say every month I do probably make like some small changes. And so the One Book July really helped me to really think about like how I was planning and again make things more efficient. And I think that was just very important to me. So Liz Butterfly says that she has a few of the personal planners, but she doesn't use them. She says now that she's turned to the traveler's notebooks. I love the traveler's notebooks as well. I'm still trying to kind of get it together with the traveler's notebooks. I'm a baby traveler's notebook user as well. So I'm still getting it together on those. But she said that the recollections ones are nice. And of course, they have the different sizes. So you have to do what works for you. You have to do you, right? Now, I did want to mention one more thing that I'm doing as far as One Book July. And let's see here. Let me just bring you guys just back to me. All right, so another thing that I'm doing for One Book July that I kind of added into the mix, and this wasn't part of RhomanysRealm's part of her guidelines, but I think I'm going to make this for mine's every year, and that is to do a no spin. I am actually doing a no spin for the month, and I'm not going to purchase anything for crafting or for planning, because most of the crafting stuff I use for planning too. So I decided that I'm not going to do that for July. Now, I've never done a no spin for 30 days. So this is going to be, well, it's going to be 31 because July is 31. I'm doing great so far. I went to Joann's with my mother today because she needed to pick some stuff up. They had some good stuff on clearance, y'all. Some good stuff, some things I've been looking for. And I said, nope. One Book July, I am not doing it. So I'm very proud of myself. And a little tear came out of my eye as I walked out the door, but I didn't die. So that's the important piece. You're not gonna die if you do a no spin. Now, of course, I still have to eat. I'm spending money in other areas of my life, but as far as the planning and the crafting goes, I'm working on the no spin for that. Now, something that I haven't mentioned before when I talked about the One Book July is the pens. I'm using one pen, and I am using the Papermate G2. It's a G2, yeah. Papermate G2.07 pen, because I like the way this one writes, and I was using like a really pretty pen. I had this pretty pen inside of my planner, but I decided I'm just going to switch to the G2 for this month, and this is the only one that I'm using. Now, I also wanted to do some color coding, but I just kind of wrote in my notes that I'll be doing the color coding starting next month, so I'm not going to try to be hauling pens around to actually do that as well. So Liz Butterfly says that as far as the traveler's notebooks goes, she feels like she's a baby traveler's notebook user also. That's how you just have to kind of jump in the waters when it comes to things like this, and get your fillers in there, see if it fits for you. And then she says she tried to break. I tried to break mine today. Oh, you tried to break your no spin today. No, Liz, don't do it. Be like, remember, just let the tear fall out your eye and then just walk out the door. You're not going to die. Just she cried when she passed by the Prima Planner Traveler's Notebooks. Those are so pretty, aren't they? See how we get caught up in that stuff? We get caught up in that stuff and we forget about what's important, don't we? So yes, no spend for July. That's what we're going for. So this is the pen that we're going to be using, and that is the G2, because it's the one pen, one book, and for 1 month. And for me, 1 month no spend, and for you too, Liz, the other Liz, no spend as well. So I wanted to kind of mention before I go off of here as well. So that's the whole book. I hope you guys enjoy the detail. I'm actually going to give you updates as we go through the month on how I'm kind of modifying things and adjusting things for One Book July, because I think that's kind of important. It's like it was easy for me in the beginning to say that I was going to do this challenge, but to actually see how I'm processing things, I think that's the kind of the important learning piece here, is that you can do things in baby steps. You didn't have to have everything all set up at the beginning of the month, because that's not how life works. That's not how real life works. And if you are using your planner for real life, then this is definitely the way to go. It's to kind of feel your way through and adjust as you need to. So I will say on Tuesday, not tomorrow, because Wednesday is kind of an unwind weekend, wind up weekday type of live stream. And if you guys haven't been on one of those, every Sunday I'm coming on and we are just taking out whatever projects we have. Maybe you have like an art journal, maybe you have a junk journal that you're working on. If you want to color, I've been coloring pages, and just come on and chat with me on Sunday, and it's a great way to finish up a project and kind of take a break, because I know everybody is kind of starting to run around on Sunday to try to get things done. But just take a break with me tomorrow at 6 o'clock. We're gonna kind of do a bit of an unwind, and that's what we'll be talking about on live for Sunday. And then on Tuesday's live stream, because I kind of got a schedule going now, you guys. I'm going to have to release the schedule. But on Tuesday, I'm going to be talking about these items that I got from Cricut. I ordered some items from Cricut, and I got them. I'm excited. It's the first time I've ordered items directly from Cricut, and they have like some really good deals right now for the summer. So I would definitely suggest, if you have a Cricut machine or if you're looking to get one, then you might want to check out their site. And you can go through my link if you like. It will help me out. It helps to support the channel, and that's you can go to lizforaday.com/Cricut, and the link will be in the comments also. But I'm going to be talking about these, kind of doing a bit of an unboxing, and then over on the Patreon channel, which is patreon.com/lizforaday, I'm going to, as I start using these items, I'm going to be doing videos over there to show you specifically how to use the items that I'm purchasing from Cricut. So if you're interested in that, you can go over there. So let me do the flip through on the other planner quite quickly. So I'm going to go back to the cloud. Let's see if we can get this going properly this time. All right, so for those of you, if you haven't been on the live streams before, I announced a few live streams back that I am going to be giving away this beautiful planner. And I wanted to just kind of say thank you to my viewers as well. And I just didn't want to just give away a plain planner. I'm actually going to give it away with everything inside the planner that I've made, because I thought it was quite beautiful. I didn't really want to give it up, but I'm going to give it up to you guys. I'm going to take one for the team on this one. I just keep saying that because I love you so much. Okay, so I'm going to do I'm just going to flip through while I'm talking. And again, I'm not going to take anything out of here, and I'm actually going to add to it. So I didn't really get a chance to, I didn't use this one because you see it still has June in here. I have the pages pre-done with some beautiful washi. And we have a place for digital calendar, and I have like some dashboards behind each one of these. And I'm even leaving in the routine cards that I normally use when I set mine up also. This is not a blue color. It's the mint color. So it does look blue on the screen, and actually my nails match this almost perfectly, and my nail polish is a blue, so I guess it could be a blue color. And then we have another dashboard here. I'm even going to leave in these bookmarks. I made these bookmarks and they have been used a little bit, but I think they're still nice. And I just made these bookmarks, all out of some leftover lamination. I just cut some leftover lamination, put some holes in here, and stuck some stickers on it. So not to diminish the beauty of the the bookmarks, but I'm just saying that's something you could do to add to your specific planner as well. Then it has some note pages, and I use like some watermelon note pages from the dollar store. And then I had future events here. Liz Butterfly is asking, do I have a video about the routine cards? I've been getting lots of questions about the routine cards, so I'm gonna have to, I have it in the schedule. I haven't recorded it yet, so it's coming. So and it's good to know what you all are looking for specifically, and those are the things I'll make the videos for, because I'm listening to you all. And so the routine cards are coming up, because I've had people that have shown a lot of interest in those routine cards, so I will do that. And let's see, we have some more note pages here. And basically what I did with the dividers here is I took 2 pieces of cardstock and I layered on some more cardstock, and it just came out so pretty. This one, I love this one. And this is like a planner's planner here. And we have a routine card here as well, and then we have the must-dos, dashboards, routine cards, another bookmark. Then we have our note pages and another routine. Do I have 2 routines in here? No. And I have a routine. Oh, here we go. I'm going to leave the routine cards in here, even though they may not apply to you, but if you win it, you can have it. And because I'm not going to use this one over again. So, and then I'm going to leave the pin in here also. I got that from Target. So I'm going to be adding in the store list that you saw in mine. I'm going to put a fresh set in here, and I think I'm going to also add in the must-do pages. I'm going to add some of those in as well. So I'm going to make this one is going to be nice and meaty for whoever wins this. And I'll show you again. This is the must-do inserts that I made. So I'm going to add quite a few into here as well. And also the store list. So let's go to the store list. So this is kind of what the store list look like. And there's like a 60 in the pack of the store list. So I'm going to add those in as well. But if you can't wait for the giveaway, these are already available over at Liz for a Day. So, and that is all of those. Now, the only thing that you have to do to be eligible to win this beautiful planner, and that is to, I don't make it hard for you at all. You don't have to go any place other than here on YouTube. And in the comments, I always like to ask, just let me know what kind of things that you like. Not in the chat here, because the chat's going to go away, but once the video is published, then just let me know what kind of things you're expecting from this channel, what kind of things you're looking for, because I'm listening to y'all and I'm making videos based on the interests of you all, because this channel is all about your needs when it comes to planning, organizing, and lifestyle. So let me know in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up. You must be a subscriber to the channel, so go ahead and subscribe while you're here, and share this out with your online family as well. And that's it. You don't have to go any place else and follow me if you don't want to. I just want it to be super easy for people to actually follow. I'll have a in the description of the replay, I'll have a list of the rules per se, which is just what I told you. And so that's it to kind of win this. So that is a pretty much the gist of One Book July and where I'm at and what's in my planner. So I would love to know what's in you all's planner. I know that was bad English. Teachers, don't come get me. I know there's lots of teachers that are planners, so sometimes when I spell stuff wrong and I say stuff wrong, I know I'll be scared the teachers are going to come and get me. Because I love teachers. I have teachers in my family. So, but anywho, I'm going to go ahead and shove this off because this went like way longer than I wanted to go. But I'm kind of glad that I'm able to share kind of my planning journey with you all. And I'm glad you're coming along with me. It really gives me joy and it brings a lot of positivity into my life as well. So I wanted to thank you. And also, I just made 1,000 subscribers. Yay! This weekend. So I'm feeling really good about that and excited about that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shove off. I want to thank all of you who are on here with me. And also, again, check out the replay if you want to be eligible for the giveaway. Oh, and it's going to end on the 14th. Thank you, Liz. Thank you for the congrats. I'm very happy and excited. So I'm going to go ahead and shove off. So with that, I'm going to say love, peace, and hair grease from your sweet lotus blossom and lovable Lizzie. Have a fantabulous day and enjoy life.